How do coil springs work in truck-independent suspension? Imagine driving over a bumpy road and feeling the bumps instead of your truck bouncing all over the place. That smooth ride is thanks to coil springs working behind the scenes. These springs are a key part of a truck's independent suspension system, which helps each wheel move separately. When your truck hits a bump, the coil spring compresses, soaking up the shock. As the bump passes, the spring expands back to its original shape, pushing the wheel back into contact with the road. This process keeps the tires firmly on the ground, giving you better control and comfort. In most trucks with independent suspension, the coil spring sits between the vehicle's frame and the lower control arm. The control arm connects the wheel hub to the frame, allowing the wheel to move up and down freely. The coil spring rests on the control arm at the bottom and attaches to the frame at the top. When the wheel hits an obstacle, the spring compresses, absorbing the energy and preventing it from transferring directly to the truck's chassis. This reduces the jarring feeling and protects the vehicle's components. The way coil springs work is based on a simple principle called Hooke's law. It states that the more you compress the spring, the more energy it stores. When the spring expands, it releases that stored energy, helping to smooth out the ride. The stiffness of the spring, known as the spring rate, is carefully chosen for each truck. Heavier trucks often use variable rate coil springs that become stiffer as they compress. This allows the suspension to handle heavier loads without bottoming out or feeling too stiff. Since coil springs alone can cause the truck to bounce after absorbing shocks, shock absorbers are paired with them. Shock absorbers dampen the oscillations of the springs, keeping the vehicle stable and under control. This combination is especially important for large trucks and 18-wheelers that carry heavy loads. Compared to traditional leaf springs, coil springs provide a more comfortable ride and more precise handling because each wheel reacts independently to road conditions. This improves traction, reduces tire wear, and makes driving safer and more predictable. In short, coil springs in truck-independent suspension work by compressing and expanding to absorb shocks from the road. They support each wheel's vertical movement, helping the tires stay in contact with the ground. Mounted between the frame and control arms, they are paired with shock absorbers to keep the truck stable, comfortable, and safe, even when hauling heavy loads or navigating rough roads.